Alright, that's enough stalling for now. Let's see. Every time I come back to streaming, it's another slowly figuring out how to do everything. I hit this button and retransition. Alright. Alright. So I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to introduce this. So I've actually wrote up a little script for myself that'll make everything so much easier. So, it's time. It's time for the first ever of the Super Smash Bros. Crusade CMC plus CPU tournament series, Who Reigns Richest? The setting is as follows. 16 characters of the Super Smash Bros. Crusade CMC Plus roster will step up to the field as level 10 CPUs and not your average stock battle, but in fact a coin battle. Now, part of this is because some characters tend to self-destruct with some ill-used moves. So, instead of punishing poor movement, we want to reward great movement. Combos, knockback, ground speed, size, and durability will all be put to the test in 3-minute coin-grabbing matches. For our first tournament, that's right, first tournament, I want to do multiple of these. I am so fixated on this idea, I want to do multiple of these. Our first theme is top deck. It's a sort of a non-theme, you know, all the contestants were kind of chosen at random, more or less, but they're still notable in their own regards. To introduce them, we don't have any fancy slideshows. Maybe I might have that in future if we get, you know, a little bit more production value, but for today, we just read them off. What we've got for tonight is Luigi, Jotaro Kujo, Undying, Shovel Knight, Frieza, Peter Griffin, Pac-Man, Metal Sonic, Turno, Bandana Waddle Dee, fucking Shigeo Mob Kageyama, Kirito, Crom, Charizard, Optimus Prime, and Spider-Man. The matches will be 1 round single elimination. Whichever competitor has the most coins by the end of 3 minutes will move on to the next round. No items, random stages, final smash on. Without further ado, I say it's about time to find out who reigns richest. So with that, we transition over to, I gotta pause there, I don't have any quick buttons for this. Instead, we hit this, transition, free for all. Actually, no, let's stay on this screen for a moment. We'll see the full setup in a moment as soon as the select screen starts. So, let's see here. Our first match will be Jotaro Kujo versus Turno. Let me get them settled in. And up here we've got... Alright. I'm exiting studio mode. This shit's giving me a headache. Alright. So, straight into it. We've got a fancy little setup. We already see all the little who's lined up coming up next. Alright. So, for our first match, leading off the Who Reigns Richest tournament, we got Turno the Ice Fairy versus Jotaro Kujo. Stand user versus Fairy. Damn! I didn't realize Jotaro could use that. I didn't realize he had that kind of potential with his stand to just leave it out while he's moving. Turno is going to be a slippery target considering how small she is and all of these little ice gimmicks that are going to be thrown around. Now, a lot of these smaller hits, like even that little icicle, it didn't even drop any coins. Now that's going to drop some coins. If it's going to be low knockback, it's going to be dropping a lot of bronze. Ideally, Turno's going to want to stay on the ground to pick up all of those coins that she's dropping off of Jotaro, who's taking a massive % deficit right now. As well as is nearly 30 coins behind. Oh my god. It leapt from 30 coins. Turno is putting up an incredible fight. Jotaro can't land a single hit on this little fella. The thing is, I don't know if Turno has any good kill moves. We saw that big ice hammer earlier. We've got a gold coin dropping. Is it gonna land? No, it's just gone. I saw it for a moment. Can we get the replay? There was a gold coin for a moment. Damn! That's Jotaro's first stock down. Now, as a little insight, once you don't lose coins by getting hit. Instead, it is losing a third, or roughly a third of your coins when you get hit. And most of those end up dropping back onto the field. As we saw Jotaro pick up a few gold coins. The match is close, but oh no. A freeze? He can't do anything! Jotaro's put into his own the world! What is he gonna do about this? We've only got 1 minute left on the clock. Cherno is standing strong with a demanding lead. I don't know if he's gonna be able to pull this one back, fellas. Cherno just has everything she needs. Even if Jotaro can lock her into a punch rush, it's not gonna do anything for him if he can't get her out of it to pick up the coins that he's dropping from her. The first combo he's pulled off. I think it's fair to say, folks, Jotaro may not be moving on unless he can get a quick kill and stack and nab a bunch of the gold. But we've seen how it was the first stock. Cherno is simply too nimble. I thought that was a soccer ball for a second. I'll be honest. Alright. I think it's clear. Our first winner of the top deck Who Reigns Richest tourney is Cherno. Alright. So, if I know how to manage this, marker is in progress. No, how do I... Okay, hold on. In progress, yeah. Cherno almost looked like she was dabbing on Jotaro in the big... Honestly, she may as well have been. Report scores. Verify the winner. Cherno is moving on. Alright. Also, this is my first time using this tournament bracket website. I maybe should have practiced a little bit. So, with that, up next, we have Undying versus Bandana Waddle Dee. Alright, we're getting straight into the second match here. We got a lot of matches ahead of us. We gotta keep it moving. And CPUs don't need bathroom breaks. We'll take one after the the first round. So, we're on Battlefield. Bandana Waddle Dee does have some tricks, but I couldn't really say they're a high tier. It's gonna be coming down to whether Undying... That was a teleport behind? Why can she do that? What part of the Undertale lore is that coming from? Okay, hold on. That little spear swipe from Bandana Waddle Dee, it was able to leave a bunch of coins behind, but nobody's picking them up. See, it's great if the competitors can do so much damage and drop all of these coins, but it's not going to mean much if they don't pick them up. But it will mean something if it gets a kill. Undying losing the first stock, but it doesn't really mean much this early. Right now it's only 21 to 32. Bandana Dee is solely focusing on dealing damage, which of course, but also they're not really moving around as much, and all of the coins keep getting stockpiled up on these platforms. They do have a lead. I feel like this is going to be a close game between the spear users. Ironically, I would say despite Undying looking so much more of the capable and badass one here, Bandana Dee has significantly more impressive feats. These platforms, I don't know if they're the equalizing factor or what. We have a perfect parry from Undying, and she's leaving a bunch of spears that just aren't doing anything. She's not utilizing. It's just fear tactics from Undying. I think both of these guys missed the memo on the coin battle. I think that's just gonna be how it is with platforms, as we'll see in the coming matches. Like, sometimes they will stall each other out on higher and lower just because they want to be completely vertical with each other. Vandanity does have some decent ledge guarding, or rather edge guarding, I should say, but isn't really doing much about it. If we're looking back at the coins, actually, because Undyne keeps getting tossed around, she keeps going onto the platforms, and she keeps nabbing all of the coins that are getting dropped from her. She's at 122 to 68? 20 seconds left. Unless Fandango Waddle can pull out a miracle, I think this is a game, set, and match. Wait, we have a final smashing play. Is he gonna... Wait, Mega Spark? Is it enough? Is it enough? Wait! Fandango Waddle move! No! Oh, if Fandango Waddle had just gotten that final smash earlier, he would have been the one to move on. But instead, the winner here is Undyne. Undyne will be moving on to the second round. Phew! What a match. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. Alright, next up we have Luigi. Let's see, which Luigi was it? This one. Right. We've got Luigi versus Mob. Two characters, one you could argue is a psychic, the other one is definitively a psychic. Both deal with phantoms. Well, let us see how they deal with each other. Again, we've got another high platform here. However, What? What is this ground pound combo from Luigi? Already 65 coins before 15 seconds have passed. Luigi kind of in his element here. We know how much money he gets in Luigi's Mansion. That is true. Mom is kind of trying to keep a distance after having to deal with all of those ground pounds. Wait, he's dealing some good hits though. Sending them upwards without any platforms nearby is going to be a massive benefit to Mob. And as we can see, it's already tied up. Mob is, the ground pound combo from Luigi coming in clutch. Mob needs to keep his distance and use that psychic power. Otherwise, this is just gonna keep it could keep happening, and that might be fine if Mob's able to just sweep up the coins he's dropped. If anything, Mob might end up stalling this out. He's only at 3% right now. He does have his own little meter, which he does get a, as per his source series, Mob Psycho, his 100% stress form. It's rapidly rising. What is this hit stun? That was insane. Mob is living at nearly 200%, which, like, it is good if you are able to survive for longer to get... Okay. There's all the gold, and Luigi's at 220. Mob needs to pick up some of his own... Okay, it's back to close. It's back to close. We've got 1 minute and 9 seconds on the board, and both contestants are over 200 coins. This is a spicy match here. Both very aerial-based opponents. That was an early kill. What was Mob at that he died so early? Down to 160 versus 309? Oh, goodness gracious. Luigi is a titan. Luigi is a beast. Throwing up fire. I don't know why we haven't seen the fireballs until now. If I was Luigi, I would simply run to that top platform and just start throwing fireballs, because I don't think you can approach from under. What is that? Okay, there was a lot of hit stun, there was a lot of damage, but it wasn't a kill. Mob's gonna want to pull that in soon. Okay, we got some gold coins. Mob is in the lead. 9 seconds. Is Mob gonna steal it, or is Luigi gonna pull another surprise on us? Nope, it's Mob's game. It's Mob's game in the last, what was that, 20 seconds? Incredible. You can never count out a good competitor until the final few seconds. Truly, anything can happen here. Alright. We mark this as 1 point for Mob, and he will be moving forward. Up next, we have a match between two medaled... I wouldn't call Shovel Knight a menace, but they are both... they're good competitors. What more needs to be said? The legendary Shovel Knight, the legendary Metal Sonic. In Green Hill Classic, we are in Metal Sonic's almost home turf. You know what? He is basically Sonic. It might as well be his home turf. We're seeing some fast moves from Metal Sonic. And some strong ones too. I didn't expect to see gold coins just dropped out like that. And he's denying Shovel Knight so strongly from getting on the stage. That being said, Shovel Knight is picking up more of these. What's the name of the game? Shovel Knight Treasure Tracker? Something of the sort. And there goes Metal Sonic. And there goes Shovel Knight. A 1-for-1 fall. I will say, it feels like Metal Sonic is the significantly more powerful competitor here, but he's so much more reckless. I feel like that's what's going to make him dangerous in these upcoming matches. If he moves on, Shovel Knight may be able to take him down. There is not much thought going on. Shovel Knight is slowly making his way around the match and trying to do his best with these devastating attacks. Wait, did Shovel... They're both down again. They're both down again. Okay, more powerful competitor as he jumps off the cliff. He's strong but reckless. He will do anything to guarantee a kill, even at his own destruction. Oh no, this is damage. And a kill. There's only a bunch of bronze though. That's not gonna get him too. Shield Knight? Are they both gonna... Wait? Shovel Knight recovers. Shovel Knight is in the lead here, and he might be able to carry this forward if Metal Sonic keeps throwing himself off the stage, which is so upsetting. He's doing so much. Metal Sonic, come on! Well, I guess I should be cheering for Shovel Knight, the hero here, right? I mean, it's a 50 coin difference right now, with 45 seconds left on the clock. Shovel Knight, video game protagonists, learning from their deaths. Honestly, Metal Sonic isn't really able to do much right now. Shovel Knight's kind of turning it around. He lives this, makes it back on the stage. It doesn't matter how much he's hit because all of those coins are going off stage. Metal Sonic can't get any of them. And that's a spike! That's a Shovel Knight spike! 142 to 160, 15 seconds left on the clock. It's looking like the hero's gonna take this match, folks. I know you're a robot and can't repair yourself, but you should have some more respect for your body. Nah, he's like, fuck it. Eggman will fix me up. I don't care. Just let me see blood. Unfortunately, no blood. Only circuits and oil are spilled here as Shovel Knight takes the win by a demanding amount. That was 100 coin difference. Alright, Shovel Knight moves on to the next round. Up next, we have an unorthodox battle between two famous anime characters, Frieza and Kirito. Alright, combatants are set. Let's move on to the match. And what stage do we get? Alright, Toho stage. I would say this is a pretty reasonable stage. I am interested to see how both of these characters fight. I've seen a fair amount of these CPUs fight before. However, Kirito and Frieza are two I have not seen anything on, honestly. It looks like it's looking like Kirito's gonna have some distance advantage. That's an insane recovery. What do you mean Frieza can recover that far? Oh, if Frieza moves on, that's gonna be such a helpful tool going forward. And also, although so many of Kirito's attacks are going to have, by default, extended range because of the swords, I think I've forgotten about all of the key energy blasts that Frieza is going to be doing. Alright, and here's a fly into the sky recovery. That's going to be good for stalling, but right now, Kirito's in a 33 coin lead. Well, was 33 coin lead. It's still kind of a close match because the two just aren't dealing a lot of damage to each other. And because of how big this stage is, they're going to be spending a lot of time recovering and not as much time fighting. Okay, Frieza, you're a little bit too far away for that little beat. They both tried to counter. They both tried to counter at the same time. That was the effective equivalent of charging in through a battle and then stopping inches from each other for the stare down, going right back into the battle. Right now, it is honestly kind of close. Kirito masterfully dodging the Destructo Disc that was coming his way. Frieza has so much recovery, it is insane. The perfect block into the smash attack? Frieza keeps recovering. Wait. Frieza can't recover. Oh, that is good news for Kirito here. Unfortunately, he is still high percent, and there is 42 seconds left in the match. He could still die, and he doesn't have as good of a recovery. He does get more distance off of it, but not as much height. If Kirito gets sent too far off stage, it may not be enough. However, that being said, Frieza's also made his way back. 78 coins? 83? It is close. But anything could happen in the last 12 seconds here. Coins are being spread. Attacks thrown out. Frieza could not land a single one of those giant ki blasts. Wait! Landed at the last moment. Oh, but it wasn't enough. A matchup that would upset so many people. But Kirito beats Frieza and moves on to the next match. Whew, it must have been an early Frieza, like when they were first introduced for that one. For Kirito to win that one. Kirito has no ranged moves. Meanwhile, Frieza flies and attacks from afar. That's crazy. Alright, next up. This one's a little bit of a goof. This one's a little bit of a gaff. We have Charizard versus Peter Griffin. This one I couldn't pass on. You know, you could say something like, oh, it's Peter Griffin versus the giant chicken that he has that giant rivalry with, or blah blah blah. But Charizard's not a chicken. Let's see how these competitors go. Charizard has... What is the movement on Charizard, actually? Do you see all of those dust particles being tossed around? Right now, Charizard is kind of pulling its weight with some good movement and good attacks. He kind of knows how to cover the ground. Peter, on the other end, he's able to get in some moves, but it's not looking to be a lot. Wait, actually, Peter's on the dealing end. Charizard's... Oh, man. I think Kirito's fast attack works a lot better for this game mode than slow heavy hitter does. You say that, but some of the heavy attacks can do so much. It is equally valuable to getting as many kills as possible, like that, as it is to just deal quick damage and drop quick coins. Because the more knockback behind a move, typically, the higher the coin percentage is going to be that you get from it. Like a gold coin, right there. Peter is surprisingly keeping this close, halfway into the match. Surprisingly, because of the, I would say it's because of the low knockback with all of these attacks that they're able to stay close to all of these coins. And with all, what is that shielding frame? Is he just holding on his hat? You know, of course he would. Of course Peter Griffin would. Wait, we have a final smash this early? And Charizard falls again? Charizard has no recovery. What happened to the flying type, buddy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. It wasn't a form change. It was just a dash. There's your dash. And some gold coins. Wait, is Peter gonna... Oh, Peter's picking them up! That is an insane lead. 50 seconds left. Almost 100 coin difference. Peter might just take this back because of that final smash. He's slowly starting to learn all of these jank wing moves from Charizard. Which, you know what? It makes sense that Charizard has to attack with its tail and wings, because have you seen those arms? Those are piddly claws. You're telling me this thing learns Dragon Claw? I would believe it if it was like the legs that are, you know, like Dragon Claw legs. But, man, it's, wait, almost a kill, not even at 219%? Wait, if Peter lives this, it's guaranteed. If he lives this, it's guaranteed. There it is! Oh, there it is. Peter Griffin wins against Charizard. I'm glad I don't have to commentate for Charizard anymore. Wait, nope. Did that wrong. Peter moves on. Okay. Now, up next we have... What is this? Pac-Man versus Spider-Man. Man versus man. Alright. Not a moment to waste. We're going straight into it.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, interesting stage. Interesting stage. A Ring of Ferox, I believe it's called. So, this isn't your average Smash Bros. Pac-Man. This is a very quirky and truly game-inspired Pac-Man. Similarly, Spider-Man is basically going to be ripped straight out of his base game with some Smash-isms attached. Was that his Spidey sense? Does Spider-Man have a counter? Honestly, that kind of web sling dash move is kind of cool, but it is so slow. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to get anything on Pac-Man, who nabbed all of those coins. A bounce move that sent... What? Hello? The uppercut combo that nobody ever expects? There it is again. There it is again. We weren't expecting it again so soon. Oh, Pac-Man's got his own bounce. That's gonna be strong. Especially if he lands it off stage. And right now, it's... Whatever Pac-Man's game plan is, it is proving very effective. He is at 117 to Spider-Man's 42. And it's about to be less if Pac-Man deals another blow like that. Man, Spider-Man cannot get a blow in. Those... What? Whoa! Commentator's curse. He's all back down to 101. But Spider-Man still needs to put in some work. 57? Come on, man. I know the Daily Bugle doesn't pay much, but you surely know how to get dough by now. Alright, 41. That's not too bad of a fall. I'm starting to see why we're gonna be cool. Bro has no money right now. Same mind, same joke, same joke. Alright, Pac-Man on the meanwhile. Pac-Man, meanwhile, knows how to collect. 130, 140 to 73. Unless Spider-Man is able to deal a blow, which we haven't been able to see not one spike off stage. Just happened to be right place, right time. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it back out like that again. He can do those uppercuts all he wants. But I don't know. Pac-Man just does it different. Spider-Man's gotta figure out something. Come on, wait, both final smashes are on the board. What? 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 This might be the most powerful final smash for this game mode. Invincibility, free movement. The thing is, Spider-Man wasn't even up there. Spider-Man was not up there. But then he just, did he just jump into it? And Pac-Man was immediately ready to just send him straight upwards and get that kill. Can we see that coin count? 204 to 75. Crazy, crazy game. Alright. Pac-Man moves on to round 2. For the last match of round 1, we have Optimus Prime versus Chrom. Alright, now, Optimus Prime is big. He is whatchamacallit? Autobot? No, there's a word for the actual, you know. He is twice Chrom's size. And this is a final destination kind of stage with one moving platform. Honestly, Optimus Prime might be big enough to just stand upright and get coins on the platform. Almost. That being said, I don't think it's particularly going to matter. Chrom cannot do anything here. What? Like, these combos are insane. The range is insane. Optimus Prime is at 80, 90 coins 30 seconds into the match and gets a kill? Like, that wasn't even necessary. That wasn't even necessary. Chrom was at 15 coins and that brought him down to 10. I was thinking, you know, some of these earlier matches, those were kind of a wash. But you know, I think, wait, Chrom's able to drop gold, but he's not able to act on it. And though I say that, he's moving, he's getting the coins. He has an idea of what he's playing. He's at 103 to 138. Hold on. I think Optimus had a misplay here. I think Optimus was trying to warn Chrom to stand down with such an early kill, but Chrom was not taking it. Chrom is working his way back. It's slow, it's painful. The odds are against him, but that has never stopped him performing his own source material. Even if he's getting beaten and bruised like this. Oh, you hate to see it with such a poor recovery. He did, however, he did grab a few gold coins from his own death. That is a thing that can happen. Alright, final stitch. No. No. Alright, there are so many coins in play. Chrom might be due to get his final smash before the match ends, but there is no guarantee. He's still the platform? No. The platform saved Optimus when he should have died there. Chrom had to work harder for that kill. Oh my god. He's taunting? He's taunting? Chrom is taunting? Oh my god. Wait, this might not be as one-sided. Chrom is kind of taking it back. He has his final smash. Chrom, please. No. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, Chrom. Please. Incredible. Another taunt. Just leaving all of those coins for Optimus? What? What are these plays? What are these contestants doing? He's tilting after he respawned. I didn't realize Crom was like that. I didn't realize he was like that. It's close. It's close. Anything can happen. And there it is. 268 to 252. Optimus Prime wins. Oh my goodness. But that... Just a few different choices in those final few attacks. It could have gone either way. That was an incredible match. I don't think you show that first 20 seconds to anyone and they're like, oh yeah, Crom pulls it back. I don't think anyone ever said that. Either way, that is an Optimus Prime win. All right. So, with that, oh, I have no way of easily doing this. All right, this is gonna look scuffed for a second. Awesome. All right. With this, we're on to round 2. We will take a quick commercial break because we are halfway through the tournament. So let me pull up an ad for you all. You know, a word from our not sponsor. Wait, I go here? I've got a better idea. Alright, what is this? Diddy Kong racing music? This is kind of a baller. Alright, we do that, we do that. Alright. We will be back after these short commercial messages.
Because I bought the company. You see, normally when a company approaches me with their shitty little mobile game, I usually laugh in their face and say no. But boy, something happened. A company came to me whose product is so unbelievably good, I knew I couldn't say no. When I'm not making videos, I'm here doing conference calls, boardroom meetings, dealing with insubordinate employees.
Mr. Slap, could I get that right?
No! And I need the energy to keep up with all of it. You see, I've been searching for the perfect energy drink for years. I tried Red Bull and Monster, but I just felt like shit afterwards. And don't even get me started on coffee. It's way too expensive, takes way too long to prepare. What the fuck is a filter? I don't even know how this works. I need my energy right now. And if you've been tuning into my recent streams, you'll realize I already found it. Ask me anytime, Slap, what are you sipping on? What is going down your throat right now? The answer is always blue. Well, boys, what do you think blue is? What it's not is a blood-pumping, face-tingling, run-through-the-wall and kill your whole fucking family energy drink. What it is, it's fucking gamer subs. Cheers! A great tasting boost of energy that's 0 calories, 0 sugar, that I can drink every day without feeling like a little piece of shit. When I'm drinking gamer subs, I feel calm, alert, and at my peak performance. Jerry, how the hell are you? They also have shaker cups with titties on them. And personally, I think that's fucking awesome. Yeah, Jerry, I'm drinking out of a cup with titties on it. What the fuck do you care? Listen, I'm pulling out and putting all my stock into gamer subs. Listen, I don't want to hear it from you. This is not your company. It is. It's me. It's fucking me. I have the money. Yeah? No, get the fuck out. I really did buy the company. And to prove it, I'm giving away 10,000 sample packs so you guys can try it for yourselves for absolutely free. Oh, Jesus. And after that, code SCHLAT will give you 10% off gamer subs forever. You can carry on and on about how you think you want to run it better. You know how to run it better. Oh, I know better than you, Schlatt. You don't know shit.
Awesome commercial, right? Right? Am I right, fellas? I need to go to this. Right? Alright. I was able to get myself some water. Hopefully anyone else was able to, you know, stay hydrated, folks. Stay hydrated. Take your stretch. Do your whatever. Make sure you're alive and limber. This peak, I wonder who made it. Third video on the top row. Yeah, it's a pretty good one, you know? I'm not gonna play it. We don't need to play that. Let's see. Let's go back to the game. All right, so we saw some incredible plays, some lackluster plays. What up next? We have Cherno versus Undying. Two blue magic users. One of spears and one of ice. Let's see who pulls it off. Ice versus... Could you really say Undying uses water magic? Like, sure, her spears are kind of glowing blue, like water, but it's not really water magic, right? Now, honestly, Undying in the last match kind of pulled it out through luck. Meanwhile, we saw Cherno dealing some big damage, as well as it's hard to hit. Those spears that she keeps sending into the air are not going to do much. We're seeing some decent damage from Undying, but more damage from Cherno. Less of her using water magic, more so that she's a fish who lives in a watery environment. Alright, well I think this fish is about to get frozen over. Actually, no, hold on. Cherno's leading in percent, but Undying has so many more coins. What's going on? It's the same case as before. Cherno just isn't landing. She isn't taking advantage of any of these coins. She's going to need to get through this with kills on Undying. Falling is honestly the better play from Undying. She's going to want to fall beneath the stage so that fewer coins end up going up. If she was to die from that last attack off the side blast zone, then so many more gold would have ended up with Cherno. It's just going to be the mindless Cherno hammering away at Undying. While Undying, you saw that coin grab right there. She just she keeps dashing over for a few more coins. She knows what games she's playing now. Undying knows what she's doing. And with Cherno just floating in the sky so much, she's not picking up any of this. It is 60 to 136. Is Undying gonna win this one? It's not early enough to get another kill on Undying. At 94, we saw Jotaro live for so long. Meanwhile, Cherno's attacks, they're good, but she rarely sends out the ones that are gonna kill. And even then, it's because they have such short range. Undying, on the other hand, that spear spin was good. Wait. We got the perfect freeze. She's going in for damage. She's missing all of her attacks. It is 200 to 79. Cherno, you need to do a kill now, or it is over. Wait. 110, 136, okay. Cherno wanted to fly. She wanted to prove she was an awesome fairy. Unfortunately, Undying recovered, got back on the ground, got all her gold back. The winner is Undying. Point here, and Undying moves on. Like I said, she got the kill at the very end. Undying just smashes the ice away. A very Undying thing. Alright, now we have Mob versus, who is this? Shovel Knight? Okay. We've got a Master of Magic versus a Master of... Oh, this is a stage, alright. This is gonna be a stage, alright. There is no falling off here. However, because of the rings on the side, there's gonna be some awkward interactions going on. That being said, if it is Mob who's on the other side of that, he's at a significant advantage with all of these jank hitboxes from all of his psychic abilities. He's already at 72% stress. That is great. Okay, nope, he's getting back up. Right now the coins are looking pretty close for nearly what was it? That multi-hit stun always catches me off guard. This is definitely going to be a much closer match than last time. I say that. What am I saying? Cherno almost pulled it back. But if they keep getting sent so high into the sky, Mob might just camp out the timer through the rafters. It's not impossible. I'm just realizing, if Shovel Knight sends Mob too far above and kills off the top blast zone, all of those coins are going to be stuck up there. Meanwhile, if they die off the side blast zone, either one of them, then all of the coins are going to be, oh, so free for the taking. It's a slow slug match here. None of them can get the kill just yet. They're so close. It's been 2 minutes. They're both at 200% or close to it. And their coin counts haven't even gone above 100 yet, despite being just barely there. It's gonna come down to the final moments. That's what I feel with this match. Again, Mob is just timing him out. He's trying to come up with a plan. Meanwhile, Shovel Knight, with nothing to really bounce on to get up there, is kind of just stuck waiting. I'm sure he's pissed. I would be pissed at Mob too. Like, come on, dude, come on down. 30 seconds left in the match. You're not even in the lead. What are you trying to pull? What are you trying to pull? Mob! What are you trying to do? Alright. Do we have an attack? Do we have some damage? Do we have a kill? Wait. Blow for blow? Shovel Knight spike? Oh, is it enough? We can't see anything. They're off on the side. 5 seconds. No way. Without a single kill? Oh. Like you said, Mob stalling would be really smart if he was winging. I feel like we would have seen a couple KOs by that point, you know, if he came down at any point. So with that, Shovel Knight moves on to the next round. That leaves us with the next match of Kirito versus Peter Griffin. Now, neither of these competitors really showed exceptional work, but they were still steady and they still won their respective matches. So it's going to be interesting to see who can come out on top here. Ooh, this is a good field. This is a good field. It's a cage match with lava on the sides. So all of these attacks that are low percent and just off to the side, they're going to be sending their coins back in. Right now, Peter's got a crazy lead. He's sending out so many fast attacks. What? Did the beer bottle bounce? I'm sorry. Is Peter cracked? Hello? SAO fans, when they have to watch a... I was almost gonna say, no, okay. There's some funny bits with Family Guy, but there's just so much it's not worth it. This is a battle between Trash Show and Trash Show. I mean, see, it's evenly matched. Peter had a sword there for a second. If anyone was gonna argue, like, oh, well, I don't know. Peter is not giving Kirito any leeway. Kirito is washed? Oh man, 200%. Just get the kill already, Peter. The wall. Kirito teched it. He doesn't want to die just yet. Like, I do think that Kirito has better range and better moves, but Peter just has such fast moves and keeps moving in, and Kirito keeps letting him move in close. He's not doing anything to get around it. This may just be a clean wash from Peter. Like, what is Kirito's win condition? He gets 2 kills? Like, even then, all of those coins just went straight back off stage. Nothing went in. Kirito needs to get another miracle win, probably with his final smash, and these last 38 seconds. Or it's over. But Peter's getting his final smash first? What is this? And there he goes. Kirito needs a miracle. He needs a Deus Ex Machina cheat to get him through this. Wait. Nope. It all just went back into Peter. And because of the walls. Oh no. What a terrible match for Kirito. No recovery. No damage. No coins. The family man wins it. Aging experience, I say. They both got a wife, but only one's got kids. Alright, next up we have, a battle of classics here. Next up, we have Pac-Man versus Optimus Prime. Now, if Pac-Man can get his final smash in this match, it will be an incredible buff because it dropped so many gold coins, and Optimus is such a huge target. There's no way he's avoiding all of it. It's just a wonder if Pac-Man is going to be able to get some good hits in, or if Optimus is just going to outsize... Oh my god. Oh, that is a nasty combo. And he SDs for it. There was no reason to SD. Like, Optimus's moves are insane. He folds up into the car and then he bounces back, but it doesn't matter because he has such huge size that he's able to just attack again anyway. And on top of that, hello? What was that punch? Was it? Did I miss something? The reverse punch teleport into Pac-Man? Yeah, because I think the stage is definitely playing to Optimus's advantage again this time, because he's able to just walk into both the ground floor and the second platforms, and just a small jump gets him to that second, the second lower platforms. The short hop down air into forward dash attack, it's crazy. Optimus with his centuries of battle experience, and Pac-Man what? Decades? Against ghosts? Never a machine. Okay, well, in some of his games, he had a couple of machine battles, but he was also in a giant mech for those. What? 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 Pac-Man, no. Oh, Pac-Man. Okay, it's not looking good for the Pacs. Wait. I may have spoken too soon. Pac-Man, please. Pac-Man. Don't lose your final smash like this. Oh no. Wait, he's blocking? He blocked it? Pac-Man, it's about to run out. You fool. Your one hope. Use the power pellet. There it is. Can he work any magic? What's he gonna do? He's missing the coins, but he's getting a kill. Oh, delicious gold. Can he pick him up? Come on, Pac-Man. There's all those coins on the side, and he's letting them go. Oh no, it's a wash. There's nothing left for him now, folks. Again, what is that backwards homing punch? It is crazy. Pac-Man put up an incredible fight. Let's be honest. Pac-Man put on an incredible fight. But the hero, the leader of the Autobots, wins yet again. On to the next round goes Optimus Prime. Alright. We're down to our semi-finals. Let me just adjust this again. We have Undying versus Shovel Knight. Two indie game stars. Both knights, both masters of their own weapon. Where is he? Optimus knows how to get money real good. If I don't know any better, it's because he needs to pay for fuel and insurance. He's got mechanics. They figure something out. I think it's because the Allspark is like all the energy they need. Something. I don't know. I'm no expert on Transformers lore. I barely even remember the name for a moment. The training chamber, the infinite time training chamber, or whatever the hell it's called in DBZ. What a stage for these two champions. No platforms, no ledges, just a straight brawl. And Shovel Knight's kind of sweeping up for a moment there. Hold on. Shovel Knight is destroying Undying right now. And he has these. He flew too close to the sun. Hyperbolic time chamber, that was it. Okay. Alright. Undying is just not faring well. She's only able to pick up the scraps from her own beating. But if we know Undying, she does not back down. She doesn't even give him that many coins on return. Alright, we need to see more of that spear spin on Undying. It has good range. It drops good coinage. You need to do something to even this Undying. Hero of the people versus the hero of the monsters. Who is coming out on top? Right now, it is getting... Well, it was close. Shovel Knight just keeping a solid lead over Undying. Even with all this pressure, he is not folding over. But Undying gets a kill! She's grabbing the gold! Oh my god. That is a 150 coin difference. Shovel Knight's gonna need to put in more work. Alright, there's... Wait. That's gonna be a kill. Oh... What? Is Shovel Knight holding back on Undying to just SD like that? Oh my god. Oh my god. What is Shovel Knight doing? He doesn't know how to play to this stage. He's never played in a space like this. He's used to walls. He's used to platforms. Some kind of precarious jumping. He's getting too comfy in this flat space. He doesn't know how to handle it. Meanwhile, Undying at 573. Oh my god, wait. What does he keep doing? 600. Oh my god, that's it. I don't know what to call this from Shovel Knight other than a colossal throw. Either that was Shovel Knight throwing, or that was Undying dragging Shovel Knight into the pits of hell, the blast zone, for an unbelievable double death. Goodness gracious. Undying moves on to the finals. And it's time to see who will be joining her in the finals. Peter Griffin or Optimus Prime. 2 stars of incredibly long-running series of completely different tones. I'm losing my voice over here. This is crazy. It's a huge flat stage. It's high up. Blast zones are far. This is gonna be a real slugfest. Both of these competitors have shown to have fast moves, good combos. They're both kind of heavyweights in their own regard. Peter's laying down a beating! Optimus Prime, who has regularly had such strong combos against all of his former opponents, is getting outdone by the speed of this fat man. Oh goodness. He's trying to get a swing in, but Peter is dodging it? Wait. Alright. Optimus got something in. Wait. Oh my god. And that's all he needed. Master Tactician. Centuries of battle experience. Optimus Prime. He doesn't need to deal all the damage in the world. He just needs to kill. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Optimus Prime pulling it back with 2 quick kills. But Peter retaliating with his own kill. This is a crazy match. I would not expect this match to go this crazy. Oh man. What else is there to say? They're 2 master comboers. They just need the 1 lead. This is truly a match of the semifinals. Wait, they're off stage. This is where Optimus is thriving. Oh, he got the hits! Who's gonna get the coins? Oh, okay. Okay, we got 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Optimus dodges the final smash and sends Peter back. He's at 207%. Peter's at 142 coins, and Optimus is almost 100 coins in the lead. If Peter doesn't get enough kills on Optimus to lower that count, or to raise his own, I think that might be Optimus's game. We just gotta watch them play out this neutral game. Kick for kick, punch for punch. Alright, there's the kill off the top. That's gonna be a lot of coins spread around. Optimus needs to grab them. Actually, no. It was Peter who was in the behind. Oh no. He's at 150%. I don't know if Peter's, even if he gets this kill, I don't know if it's gonna work out for him. He's so far behind. It's 15 seconds left. The parry? But it's just right back into Optimus's combo. The last few moments here. Keep your eyes peeled. And there it is. Goodness gracious. What a fierce match. I would simply say the better player won here. Peter was going in with so much momentum at the start of that. But then one quick kill from Optimus sent all of that on a landslide. With that, Optimus Prime moves into the finals. With that, we are going into our final match of the first tournament of the Who Reigns Richest series. I will keep saying series because, as you can see, there are so many characters here. And I plan to give them all their own spotlight. Eventually, when I can get around to them. So with this, Hazard, no. 4 minutes? Let's make it 4 minutes. Just for the finale. And we're going to Final Destination. Undying, who slowly but steadily and firmly kept her ground and climbed up through each match. And then Optimus Prime, who almost dominated every single one of the matches he was in. From the start with Crom to all of his following matches, either he gained the lead or he eventually grabbed it. Let's see how these two powerhouses deal in the final match.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Optimus Prime starting strong with a combo and a parry. Undyne can't get a move in. The coins are low though. So even though Undyne does fall here, it doesn't mean much. That was 2 coins. That means nothing. If anything, that's wasted time. We did add an additional minute to the clock. Whether that will be for the benefit or the worse, we will find out. Right now, Undyne just keeps getting walloped. She cannot keep steady ground. That being said, she's not that far behind in coins. It is not impossible for her. She's able to get in some hits, she's able to deal some damage, and she's able to scrape by her own coins. Like, with those kind of moves, it's not going to be enough for Optimus to just stand by with a grab and pummel. He's going to need to send her away, and then be able to actually sweep up the remains. These kind of off-stage plays to get more kills in are not going to be what gets Optimus the win. However, playing in the center field is exactly what Undyne is going to want. She is a steady, on-ground fighter here. Meanwhile, Optimus is kind of hopping around a lot, let's be honest. It is crazy the movement that this several-ton truck is pulling out. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Undyne down at 43 coins. Optimus up at 124. Optimus is close to getting his final smash here. But I don't know if Undyne's going to be able to pull the comeback story here. Optimus has carried the momentum this entire match. And then SD? No way. I'm calling this a plot on Undyne's part to be able to slip up the opponent in some way. If you can't use your own strength, use the opponent's strength against them. Surely that's something that Asgore would have taught her. And then she gets her final smash. A perfect, clean swipe. And it doesn't kill, and it deals no damage. And what was even the point of it, besides spending more of our time? she is trying to get leverage back in and is getting some blows, which is good. The more that Optimus can SD, the better for Undyne. She is a battler after all. It's just a matter of Optimus is going to let her at this point. That homing punch is crazy. The further she can send him, the less he can recover. The fewer coins that she gets out of this. But all the same. We've got 55 seconds left on the clock. The game is in fact close. However, Undyne is close to losing a stock. I don't know if she's going to be able to hold it on for an entire 45 seconds left. Let alone 4 seconds. Undyne is going to need a real comeback story. Otherwise, Optimus Prime is going to reign as the first champion of the Who Reigns Richest tournament series. It's not looking good. Undyne is down in the double digits again. Meanwhile, Optimus is at 235. Undyne, what are you going to do? Is this it for the hero of the monsters? You know, all throughout this, various villains never made it far. The heroes always did. But I guess this match just goes down to the best hero of them all. The winner. Optimus Prime. Oh, I never even changed this thing. Oops. Not that it matters. It's... The winner is Optimus Prime. Phew. Alright. And just like that. Let's see, let's move this up here. What? Where did that go? Yeah, fuck it. In front of here too. Sorry, Undyne, but Deltarune hype could not carry you to victory, as you are Undertales. Shrink that. Bring this down again. Alright. And that's the tourney. I will say it myself. I'm surprised Luigi didn't get a little bit further. Mob did kind of squeak out that win. Meanwhile, Peter kind of got some good matches. You know what? Optimus gets first place. Undyne gets second. Nah, we're leaving it at that. Third is split between the two. All right. Now, do I have anything after this? I don't. Truly, this is the end of the stream. He did a good second. Shovel Knight threw way too hard in his match to get third. You know what? We'll take it. I agree to that. Peter Griffin did it phenomenally. I'm impressed. So, when will I do more of these? Whenever I get the chance. Honestly, I might do them more on Fridays because this is just simply a good time slot. There are many more to come. And I think, yeah, we can call it at that. That's a good stream. Thanks, Ace, for tuning in. Any lurkers, you as well. I'll catch you another time. Oh shit, happy birthday as well.